the King's War Council. The war room of Aurelya was quiet, yet alive with tension. Smoke from the burning city curled through shattered windows like ghostly fingers. Ash-filtered sunlight cast pale streaks on the obsidian war table, where glowing runes marked every Veilgate and Glimmer Spire. King Elion Vaelaris rested both palms on the table. Around him waited the commanders of the 3 legions and the Council of the Realm. Marshal Lethendir, Earthward, the unyielding shield of Aurelya. Commander Arendor, Skyward, master of Garuda riders, eyes sharp with countless battles. Commander Naerian Tidebreaker, Tideward, calm as the ocean before the storm. High Seer Lysariel, hands trembling, visions of doom flickering behind her eyes. Lyrissa Veilshard, keeper of Veilworks, the fragile key to salvation. Elion's voice was barely audible.
Veilthuranira, hear me.
He gestured to the maps. Gold lines marked Permanent Veilgates for civilian evacuation. Blue rings marked Glimmer Spires, military only. Fragile, programmable, slow to set, vulnerable to misphase or attack. Elion.
The civilians will pass through the Veilgates. They are stable. Our legions can only escape through the Glimmer Spires. And the spires are fragile. If even one ring fails, the military exodus collapses.
The commanders nodded, faces pale. Kadras, Tideward.
The spires must be defended until the last soldier leaves.
Elion's jaw tightened.
Someone must hold the line until the last one passes. Someone must stay.
The weight of grief. Silence fell, heavy as stone. Marshal Lethendir's voice broke it.
I shall Valen, your majesty, sending them to certain death. It is too much.
Elion lowered his gaze, seeing the countless soldiers he had trained. Laughed with, fought beside. He saw their faces, young, untested, brave, proud, unflinching. Elion.
And yet, someone must bear this burden. Lyra, Town. I will not let anyone else make this choice for me.
High Seer Lysariel pressed trembling hands to the table.
Sire Lumen, sire, the soldiers will understand, but you, this weight may break even a king.
Elion exhaled, the centuries of responsibility pressing on him like a mountain. The volunteers and Merithiel's roll. The summons echoed through the hall. Soldiers stepped forward one by one. Young recruits, barely past 20, eyes wide but resolute. Veterans, scarred, laughing softly at certain death, pride glinting in their eyes. Engineers and veil mages, who usually took caution, now stood tall, ready to stabilize the spires under Merithiel's guidance. Merithiel moved among them, her hands tracing the glowing runes of the spires, checking energy levels, adjusting the stabilization arrays. Her voice was firm, precise.
Ashalka, focus the flux on nodes 4 and 5. Ensure synchronization with Tideward's formation. If any misphase occurs, the entire ring will collapse.
Her presence alone brought order to chaos. Soldiers and mages obeyed without hesitation, trusting the one who alone knew the ancient workings of the relics. Ardelian Stoneward.
Dida Imbale, your majesty, send me. The young must live. I have lived long enough to face the Horde, and I am not volunteering to die. I'll survive, as I always did.
Seraphis Dawnwing, Skyward Garuda rider captain, adjusted his glide mantle.
Ashalair, let the untested fly first. We will guide them with our blades and lives, even our shadows if needed.
One by one, hands rose. Death was acknowledged and met with courage. Elion's throat tightened, longing to stop time. But he could not. The king's opposition and vow. Assignments were made, but Elion's intention to stay ignited tension. Elion.
I will remain. I must.
Marshal Lethendir stepped forward, voice sharp with pleading.
No, your majesty. If you stay, who will rebuild? Who will guide the survivors? The line cannot hold you too.
Arendor added, frustration tinting his tone.
King Elion, the legions need a leader alive. You cannot throw yourself into the maw of certain death while others depend on you.
Elion slammed a hand on the table, shaking dust and ash.
And what of duty? What of the souls I swore to protect? Shall I abandon them to perish while I cower behind safe walls?
Lyris stepped closer, her voice calm yet commanding.
Sire, the spires cannot function without guidance, but they can function with Merithiel at the helm. She alone can stabilize them. You are not the only bulwark, Your Majesty.
Elion's jaw tightened, eyes flicking to the council, then to Merithiel and Karen. Elion exhaled, pain and resignation mixing in his gaze.
Very well. If it's my duty to run, then your duty is to survive, even when the odds are against you. And I will return, tenfold stronger. BUMI KAYANGAN will rise again.
Tears streaked his cheeks, love, loss, and the unbearable weight of duty. The Veilguards kneel. General Veilros knelt first, then Cadrus, then Seraphis, then one after another. The rest, armor lowering, boots scraping stone, forming a crescent of unwavering loyalty, hands pressed to chests, heads bowed, the oath kneel of reverence, centuries-old Bunyan tradition, whispered together,
Veilshara Nalan, Veilwarden Merithiel.
Merithiel's eyes softened barely. Merithiel.
Rise, Velka. Your path leads forward. Mine holds the line.
Elion's farewell to Merithiel. King Elion approached. Stepped slow, weighted by centuries. Elion.
Merithiel, do not throw yourself into death as if seeking the end.
Merithiel.
I am the Veilwarden. This duty is mine.
Elion.
You are also sworn to protect my daughter. Do not forget that.
Merithiel's gaze remained unwavering. Merithiel.
She is beyond the veil now, guarded and unharmed.
Elion.
I know your past. I know how you sought death in every battlefield. This is not the moment.
Karen, standing silently behind her, gave the smallest nod, the unspoken promise, I will bring her back. I always do. Elion stepped forward and pressed his forehead gently against Merithiel's. Elion.
Cyan Lior.
You have carried our people farther than any life.
Merithiel.
Then let me carry you one last time.
Faith, not approval. Understanding, not surrender. The only thing left for a king on the edge of a dying world. The unshakable line. Orders rang out. Earthward shields locked. Tideward battalions sealed corridors. Skyward Garuda riders circled overhead. Engineers and mages stabilized the Glimmer Spires. Under Merithiel's precise directions. Every defender knew their fate. They would not survive, but they would save everyone else. As shadows surged through Aurelya, the defenders raised their final chant. Far across the realms, Merithiel readied her squad to activate the first Glimmer Spire ring, overseeing the evacuation and keeping the fragile military lifeline alive. The city burned. The shadows advanced. The king's heart fractured yet remained resolute.